All right, Matthew and Maddie's back to the 2017 Compass here because I said I was going to check it over. This was just purchased. I didn't talk to the customer, but I talked to a family member that brought it here. And this is important because this goes back to the Dodge Journey that I just did a video probably about a month or two ago about alignments and shops, and I cannot wait until Maddie's Auto Repair has an addition here and an alignment rack because I'd be able to silence this immediately. This car was just purchased in December, and if you look, both rear tires, we have some severe wearing on the inside of both rear tires. These tread, you would measure the tread out here, so this technically would measure about 1/32, not out here. And then you come to the front and we have one decent tire. This is pretty close to even all the way around, but the driver's side 0/32, and this motherfucker is chewed right up. Again, I don't have an alignment machine, but I can visually tell that the passenger side camber is definitely different from the driver's side because the driver's side's tilted out. Without taking a nut or bolt loose, it is possible to oblong these struts if they are not adjustable, but you can adjust camber on this style strut even if it's not an oblong hole. The alignment technician can come in here, take the bolt out, and oblong the strut, and then you can get the proper tilt on the wheel. Something is definitely off. And then if we come back here, it looks like the rear strut, lower arm, and links on both sides are brand new. Toe adjustment is going to be here. And this is similar to that Dodge Journey where I replaced bushings on the knuckle and all the worn out bushings and everything else. And then we ended up replacing the hardware here. Because what happens on these rear wheel drive vehicles, 17, 20, whatever, these never usually get moved. So when the alignment technician is in here and he goes to take this bolt loose, chances are the bolt going through there is going to be seized to this bushing on the arm here, the lateral link or whatever, and they won't be able to adjust the alignment. Now, what normally happens is most shops probably don't even tell their customers, yep, your alignment's out in the rear. Would be a four-wheel alignment for sure. It has adjustments front and rear, and sometimes they don't mention that. Things are frozen. You should be getting a printout of the alignment and showing where the angles were. I don't know what these tires measured when this vehicle was sold. That would be on the customer's pre-check inspection or inspection before it left the dealer, which they should have a copy in their sales paperwork. But something is off. Because if Riverside sold it with the tires like they are, I mean, those are 0/32 up front, worn extremely bad on the inside, going to be showing cords pretty soon, and the same thing's going on in the rear. So I don't have to have an alignment rack to tell me. I've been doing this 17 years. I've done plenty of alignments in my career at the shops that had alignment racks, and I'm itching to get one here so that I can show Brandon the ins and outs, because alignments are simple maintenance, and tires are freaking expensive unless you come to Maddie's. Again, tires are something I do not upcharge on. That's a part. I get them from a supplier in Green Bay, and we can mount and balance. Just can't check the alignment yet. So like I said, it's important. Alignments, make sure you're getting a printout of your alignment. If something's off in the rear, be asking questions. Is there something frozen, whatever? A lot of times I will go in and replace components, replace cams and hardware. That I can do cheaper than any shop in town. So if they tried to do your alignment and they're running into stuff that's frozen, I got you covered. We can get it freed up. We can put in new components, and we can make it adjustable again so you can get it dialed in at some other place that does alignments until we're ready to help you out. But there is something serious going on Nothing is aligned properly, and it's a matter of degrees sometimes. But I can tell you, either the toe is off on these rear wheels or the camber is really off, and it kind of looks like they're towed out. And if it's dragging the tire down the road, if it's towed out enough, that'll show some signs on the inside. Camber typically will show signs of wear like this if the camber's off. Something is definitely going on that driver front tire here. So only other thing we caught on an inspection, they have a CV boot that's been blown for a while. That's some older grease. I'll let the customer know. Not sure if that was back in December or sooner, but everything else is checking out and where it needs to be. So again, alignments, can't stress them enough. Maintenance item. And if the shops, you should be asking questions, whoever's doing the alignment. Did you check the rear? If it's adjustable on something like this, a sport utility vehicle, absolutely adjustable. That doesn't mean everything's going to move, but they can try a torch. They can try some penetrant, and if that doesn't work, it's going to come down to replace some parts. But it's a hell of a lot better to be throwing parts in a little bit of time to grind some struts or something like that, rather than replacing a set of 4 tires every 2 months because it's dragging the tires down the road. So can't stress that enough. So with that, make it a great Wednesday.